Hello everybody. This vid should have been up quite a long time ago, along with the Battle 126, because it's the same two teams as there were then. But I forgot, so here we are now. It's not double narrated because he's not here, he's at home. I'll play on PBR, to be honest, that's all he seems to ever do. That's not a dig, it's just a lifestyle choice, I suppose. Anyway, here's the other battle that we had. Us two, we battled quite a lot because we live near each other, so the connection's good for a start. And because we're both doing monotype team related things, I'll put some vids up of that later, because we had a bit of practice with those as well. He is the ground leader. If you haven't already, check his vid. I'll put his user name, link, whatever up on the description, so you don't have to worry about that too much. I like to try and cover the bases. And if you notice, I'm not actually talking too much about the battle because it's pretty self-explanatory so far, so I'll keep waffling about what I was saying. Anyway, yeah, he's the ground type leader. He's pretty good actually. I like to think I'm better, but I don't like being arrogant. It's not my cup of tea really. Anyway, let's get to the battle for a bit. And this facade, even though I like to call it facade sounds so much better. Does a big chunk because it's got guts and sword stance going for it. But it didn't kill me, and in return I exploded and blew everything on the field up, apart from the bronze one because it's made of win and can survive with a fair bit to spare. Oh, I'm tired today actually. I'm not sure why, because it's only it's not even 2 PM the time I'm at that I'm recording this. You'll probably get some sleep at some point. Anyway, let's get on with this. So I send out my Magnum Zone against the Togekiss there, and if you got his name, it's quite a good recovery anyway. That's going well for me because the type matchup is swell, and I've got a slight. I'm aware it's the ground typeness factor. I'm sort of a bit paranoid at this stage, despite this not being his ground team. I'm still aware they'll want to be practicing with them, so using an electric move seems to be a little bit dodgy for me. But I couldn't actually remember at the time if he had any ground members in his team, so I used Thunderbolt anyway. After switching the bronze along out anyway, because it can't do anything because it's fast asleep, and it whacks humongous chunks out of the Lunatone, despite the fact that its better defense is its special one. But then again, Lunatone's stats aren't fantastic, which is why it's in, let's play NU. I don't know, I'm not a massive fan of the NU tier. I'd probably put it there. Not that like I said, it doesn't matter at all. To be honest, anything that's underused, whether it's UU or NU, they're all just under UU for my cup of tea. Anyway, because the Camelot has taken so much of a pounding, that was just a pathetic eruption, and it must have healed. I think it healed 2 HP back. I was surprised it was even that, to be honest, looking at how much health it had. There you go, replying to an email. On the U-Titan forums, getting quite a lot. Probably 5 or 6 a day. I suppose that's part and parcel of being an owner though, isn't it? You sort things out, make sure things are running smoothly. And usually they are. That was me touching wood, by the way, I'm not that type. You and your disturbed childish minds. It's a Pokemon game, for God's sake. So, yeah, I'm still quite annoyed how everyone, like in the USA, is on holiday, and I'm not. But I am starting on, I finish on Friday, so all's well. The work's not too difficult, but the weather is really weird. That's what I wanted to come across before I forgot actually. The reason I've not been narrating things very often is because the weather has been absolutely roasting. Well, it's been roasting by the standards that it usually is here. I mean, in comparison to some places it'll be cold, but considering I live in the north of England, getting over 30 degrees Celsius is really, really unusual. And the average person where I am is not accustomed to that heat and can't deal with it especially well. Doesn't help that my room is in effect a greenhouse with a south facing window, but try and get back to the point without going too far off topic. I just like to mention that is the most lucky thing ever. You got a crit which is 10% likely, and then paralysis, which was 30% likely, so it gives a 3% chance of happening. Where was I? Oh yeah, about it being too hot. When it's really, really hot, I have to put the desk fan on. I do not have fancy narrating technology. I am literally shoving a webcam in my face, meaning that all you would hear if I was narrating it was really, really hot, there you go, another crit, would be the desk fan with me going in the background, because all you'd hear would be the whirling of the blades. So yeah, that's why it hasn't been happening. So I've been uploading more XD vids instead, despite them being such a pain to make. I mean, they take forever to convert from the DVD format to MP4 WMV, depending on which one I'm in the mood for. Sorry about that, larynx. And if you don't know what that is, it means voice box. It's just that I record XD vids in roughly 2-hour slots, and as a result 2 hours converting into WMV takes about 9 hours, which is a bit of a strain, especially when you need to use the computer at the same time, and it lags everything, which is why I'm on the chat slightly less, because Java crashes whenever you're trying to convert, and MIRC it slows down a lot to the extent where it's not worth using. And we'll stick back to the battle for the final bit, because I know I've been waffling quite a lot. As you can see, odds are I'm probably going to win, but it is very close because all 4 combatants on the field have nigh on no health. Trick room is up though, so the unlucky paralysis I got actually turned into a bit of a positive, making it slower and therefore faster than the Dust Noir, and wiping it out. Still sleepy, but let's get. Never mind. The Togekiss comes out, and I know for a fact that that is macho braced, which means it is extremely slow. And I'm not actually sure if it's going to go first or not, because the 2 Pokemon I have out, especially the Camerupt, is very slow as well. But it doesn't matter because it uses a priority move and follow me, which is actually quite a big pain, because despite the fact that I get to remove the Togekiss due to the Thunderbolt, this then happens, which means we're now down to 1-on-1. And frankly, if it had been any other Pokemon that I had left out of all my teams, apart from Octillery, but I didn't bring it, I, could have lost here quite bad, because Trick Room's up. Thank God I had a priority move. Anyway, sorry I've not talked too much about the battle, but you've been informed of everything you need to know, so I won't have to make a notice vid. So, it's kind of win, in a way. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Please subscribe, it's going to be a bit slow. I'm not going to nag. I'll talk to you later. Bye.